Hey everyone, welcome back. A beautiful day today. You saw in that previous little clip there some drone footage from before we opened, because remember, drones aren't allowed in the campground after campers are here. So that was before we opened. And one thing we have to watch out for is this. Well, that's right. We are in a military training route, as you can saw in those jets coming over. It's pretty cool. They're loud. They're fast. Ugh. Twice this year so far in the same week, we've had jets fly over. Last year we had 3 sets of jets in 3 months. They're busy right now. But yeah, this is the great day. The wind has calmed down finally. Not all the way down, but we're in the last day of a wind advisory up here at the lake. After about a week or so of just blowing your hats off and just craziness, it's hopefully going to calm down, which means that fire season is just right around the corner. Yeah, and just a little bit of information on Mr. Walden here. I'm not going to go into big details because I know it's got problems. I need to get it fixed, and this fall, hopefully it'll get in the shop and we'll make this thing run like a new one. But I did go through and I pulled out 4 of the sensors, checked them, checked the wires, checked the plug, cleaned out the soot out of the tires, some of them, and put them back in. I took off the turbo boost pipes and cleaned, checked those, checked the boots, checked the pipes, etc. I couldn't get the turbo off because, like I said, it may break something, so we'll leave that on there. But I also went through and I pulled, finally got I pulled the fuel filter out. I finally got the cap off. I borrowed my neighbor's strap wrench. Came right out. I got to get me one of those. And it definitely, as you can see here, it really needed it. It was dirty and it was super heavy. And then I went through, once I got that in, I pulled the EGR valve out and it looked like this. Now, I've seen the one on here before was much worse than that. So I cleaned it, got it all together, put it back in, put the whole thing back together. And I'm happy to say that Mr. Walden starts a little faster now. I haven't been on the road yet to see what it's doing, but we're headed in the right direction. In the right direction, it's going to be going to Cedar City to the diesel mechanic eventually after we close camp. But yeah, the rest of the time, we'll see what goes on with it. Zen's under the bus in the shade, and we're going to stand out here and just enjoy this nice weather today. And you might be asking, why do I want to wait till after the season to get the Walden worked on? A few reasons. One, I'll have enough time to collect some funds to pay for everything after my summer gig is up. And 2, if Walden goes into the shop, there's a chance that it may be there for a few days, which means I'll have to find alternative housing. So if I wait till after the season closes, I can take it down to Cedar City to the mechanic and I can get a motel room. I don't have to worry about coming back up to work. So that's 2. And 3 is a very slight chance that I can get a company truck to go do my errands, which means that Mr. Walden may not have to move much throughout the summer. That's another plan I'm working on. Hopefully that will work, which means if I don't move it, it won't break down. So that's the 3 ideas that I've got coming up. So that's why I'm going to wait till after the fall hits. And I want to put this in here real quick. I got his picture of Zen last night sleeping on the couch. The boy was out. When that dog goes to sleep, his eyes are closed, his ears and his nose are still open, but he is out to the world. But this picture, he had his eyes open because the flash But yeah, that's what I see all the time. It's cute. I like seeing Zen lounge out. But yeah, that's what we're doing. And we're getting ready right now to go inside and reheat some fajitas from last night. I cooked them on the grill. I have used that Blackstone grill. I love it. I use it for cooking fajitas, the chicken, the vegetables. I use it for cooking bacon. It's great for all the stuff you don't want to grease splatter inside your vehicle or inside your home. The disadvantage is you got to wait for the wind to quit blowing 50 miles an hour so you can actually cook on it. But it slowed down last night. Fajitas. Oh, I'm getting pretty good at making fajitas. And just sitting here enjoying myself. It's my day off. That's why I got my casual shirt on. My day off. The day's work, and I'll have the collared shirt on. That's not mandatory, but that's what I do. There we have it, fajitas, number one. But the best part, my neighbor this morning said, "Hey, would you like some cheesecake?" I said, "You don't have to ask me twice. Bring it on." So we have cheesecake for dessert. Bon appetit. Oh, those were really good fajitas. I got enough for another meal tomorrow night, so it'll be 3 nights of fajitas. And those fajitas are made with chicken thighs because they were cheaper than chicken breast. And when you buy your meats like in Joe's Market in Panguitch, it's already prepackaged and frozen, so you don't have much choice. But they work. I'll have enough for a couple more meals after that. But I'm going to have the cheesecake after I get back from taking Zen for a walk, because we need to get him out and stretch his legs around. We may go down the lake. We may go up top. It just depends on which way he wants to go. Because if he doesn't want to go, he's sitting down. Hey Zen, you want to go for a walk? You want to go for a walk? Where'd you go? Hey, wait for me. Oh, you had to come over and stretch some? Okay. You want to go? You want to go for a walk? I think he does. Walk. Yeah. Okay. Let me get you unleashed here and close the door and we'll go for a walk. Okay, hold on a second. Where are we going tonight? You want to go to the lake or you want to go up top? You decide. It's your walk. And just about the time I said that, a big gust of wind came up and about blew my hat off. Are we going this way? Okay. It's about 74 degrees right now. Really nice. And like I said, just occasional wind gust. Not too bad. Blue skies. No clouds in the sky again. I think there's no rain chance for the next week. A lot of green and a lot of dumpster. We got campers up there. We got a few of them in tonight. That's good. For the one-nighters that come in that have an open spot for their reservation, they can do one night. Here, no, come on this way. That's where the guy gave him the 10 pound of dog bone, so he wants to go back. One thing I noticed about Zen, he remembers where everybody gives him treats. He knows exactly where they are, and we walk right to them every time if they're still here. We're going to keep on walking, though. Beautiful. Maybe we'll see some wildlife down on the beach. At least there's not near as much white water today as there usually has been. That's a good point. All right, down our pathway. This is one of the paths down to the beach. These are the erosion guards I put in a couple years ago. Nice to see they're still here and working. The other one I had right down here, right down there, somebody dug it up last year and burned it. So, the life of a camp host. Anyway, let's get us down to the water. You gonna get a drink, bud? Huh? Zen, you gonna drink some water? He doesn't like drinking water when it's windy because the waves splash up on his nose while he's drinking. So he likes drinking in less windy days where the water's more calm. Here he goes. You gonna get some water? Go lap it up. And the water here is safe for dogs to drink. He's been drinking it for 3 years. There he goes. And that is about as deep as he will get in the water also. He's not a water dog. You'll wait out there. If his tail is down and it touches the water, he's out of the water. They got a couple fisher persons out on the lake today. And I actually want sometime to get across the lake and do that other trail, because there's something down there I want to see if we got to go find it. And down here there's some paddle boarders. Those got to be rough against when you're paddle boarding against the wind. Had a helicopter fly over earlier. That was exciting. We got all kinds of exciting stuff out here. You may not think it is, but sometimes it is exciting. Let me zoom back out because I've got too close to the water. There we go. Gotta pick up a little trash as I go. Now, how this is laid out is the Forest Service says, Forest Service owns the land. Department of Natural Resources, Utah State, owns the water. So basically all the way up to where the water line would be is Department of Natural Resources. And then from that point up is National Forest. And he likes walking over this way because there's another dog over here. Working our way back up in the aspen grove. This is on the edge of the campground. These aspens grow real quick. And they take over everything. And all these aspen trees are basically off of one root. And above here is campsite 9 and the bathroom. The old 1930s lava rock bathroom. It's pretty cool. I like seeing the old stuff. Wish there was more around here. And where Zen's standing at used to be an old, like an amphitheater or something. The foundation rocks go all the way around. But nobody really knows what it was. And the aspens provide a lot of color down here with the white and the green and the blues. This is a very picturesque place. Nature is picturesque, period. So let's see what he's doing. I think I know what's coming next. I'll let you guys kind of enjoy the view of the lake while I go take care of some doggy business. And then we're going to kind of work on ending this video. And we'll see you guys upon the next one. So thanks everybody for watching. See you on around the campsite.